It is Wednesday, my dudes. I don't know when this video is going out, but it is Wednesday when I'm recording, so it's Wednesday, my dudes. Well, I'm out of resin again, so I don't know what to do, but in the last video, some of you all asked me how to make a video, how to do more damage. At first, I was like, just play the game. I was going to reply, just play the game. But then today, uh, as I'm out of resin and I'm out of things to do, and I decided, you know what? Just I'm just gonna make the video. Now, the thing is, it's it's really easy. You just need to level up your character. Oh, who would have guessed? Well, let me get in the details. Let's just list out the things that you need to do in order to increase your damage, or the ways to increase your damage. First and foremost, level up your character. Second, level up their talents. The talent that do most damage, level up that talent. You shouldn't level up the auto attacks for your support characters. For example, Shangling, she is my burst support. She just uses my burst, so I just leveled up her burst, right? And third is using good artifacts, which I don't know, RNG sucks, but still, at least decent artifacts. You should be able to farm some decent artifacts. Third is artifacts. Well, fourth is buffing. You know, some there are some characters who are specifically designed to buff your uh, damage dealer. For example, Bennett buffs everyone, and any animo character with a Vedascent Vanilla set, that is, let me show you the set. Animo character with Vedascent Vanilla set will be able to increase your damage, and there are some characters like Zhongli who decrease resistances of the enemies, that way dealing more damage to that enemy because their resistance is decreased. I'm not just gonna talk in this video. I'm gonna showcase using Zhangling as my uh, test subject, as the treasure hoarders call it. and our training dummy would be Cryoregis Vine, because why not? Now, my Zhangling is already leveled up, so I cannot unlevel, and her talents are also leveled up. But you can see, you just need to level her up. Any support character should be good at 80. If it's a main DPS, then you can go to 90, or just ascend them to 90 and not level them up. You know, the last ascension, get the last star done, and uh, that's that. And see, Jangli, I haven't leveled up her auto attacks because I don't use them. I just use the Pyronado, so I leveled it up. You just need to level it up. And how to level up, you may ask? You can see you need these materials. Uh, you can just click level up and see what materials you need to level up, and that's that. It's as simple as that. Now, this next point is weapons. Make sure you use the right weapon with the right character. Is see you need to read the passives of the weapons. See, this weapon is not that is, the Fabonacci lens is not made for doing damage, kinda. It's made for doing for being a battery of sorts. And this one is for physical DPSs, which my jangling is not, as I've said that you should run her as a support. And this one is also good because you can do melt and vaporize damage, increase damage against opponents affected by hydro and pyro. She's a pyro character, so she will be afflicting pyro, which means there will be more damage. Now that's all the talk. Now let me just showcase. uh, I'm gonna first I'm gonna remove all the artifacts. I'm gonna remove all the artifacts from her, just to make a baseline of what's the raw damage of her. No artifacts. And now I'm gonna switch the weapon. For example, let me use the Favonius lens. You can see the base attack is high than this, but the passive makes it do more damage. So just read, buddy. Just read. Okay, I'm gonna switch this. Just pop the shield off. I should have used Diona instead because Zhongli gives also reduces the enemy resistances, right? Or whatever. Now let's look at the damage that she does. See, she's doing 600, 783. She's doing about 783, 730, 730, 730, 730, 600, 600. You get the point. Now, now let's just do a simple thing and change her weapon and see what it does to the damage. Switch. As you can see now, I have swapped to the catch. See, it's doing 1,000. It's now doing 1,000. Just like that. There's a lot. It's now doing 1,000, and when it's critting, it's doing 1,200. Okay. Keep them with artifacts. Crit damage. If you want to know what artifacts to use with which character, then you can watch my other video, which was artifact guide. It's not as polished, but I have said every basic thing that needs to be said about artifacts. So you can go there, or you can watch any other video from any other YouTuber if you don't know about artifacts, what they do, and what they do. Uh, the reason why I chose this I said because the two-piece noblesse gives 20% elemental burst damage bonus. So as I've said many times that I use Shangling just for her burst. So this one will increase its damage by 20%. So I'm using this noblesse oblige and emblem set because I need energy because her burst costs a lot, and pyro damage goblet because her burst is dealing pyro damage. So why not pyro damage goblet? Any other goblet will be mm, just useless. So that's that. Now I have equipped her with artifacts. Now I have changed her weapon, changed her artifacts. The first was first damage that I did was 700 something. Next it increased to 1200 when it critted, and 1000 constantly, or 800 you can say. So there was a 100 increase. So now as I have equipped artifacts, let's see how much increase is going to happen. I have equipped her weapon, the weapon that suits my demands, and her with decent artifacts, and let's see what damage she does. Okay, let's pop her alt. Now it's doing 7,000. From comparing from the beginning, uh, She did 700. Now she is doing 700 when it crits, right? As you can see. First, for buffing, first I will use Bennett, and then we'll include Sucrose. Now let's include Bennett in our party, and he will buff Zhangling more. Where is Bennett? Yeah. See, including Bennett will also give me another buff, which I'll say in elemental resonances, right? If if there are two pyro elements in the party, then it increases attack by 25%. You can see other resonances also. The different resonances give different effects. The geo resonance is the best for increasing damage, and animo resonance is the worst for increasing damage, but the best for overworld transport. I guess overworld transport, it's the best, but it's not the best for combat. And this one is the best for particle generation to give you more energy back. You need all four members in the party to get gain from the resonance. Let's see, if I include Fischl, she won't do anything, but if I include her, now I will have what can I say, the benefits from the resonance. Now I'm not going to show you the buff from the resonance, so I'm going to remove her because I'm just going to show you the buff from Bennett. Pop this one, and now pop this one. See, now she is constantly, not constantly, she is doing a lot more damage. 9,000, 10,000, and she even managed to uh, beat him before he even got up. Let's include Sucrose in our party. And Sucrose will use the Verdescent Venerer set. As you can see, the Verdescent set gives. See, here's what we are gonna use. Decreases the opponent's elemental resistance to the element infused with swirl by 40% for 10 seconds. Which means if I swirl Pyro, so my Pyronado will do 40%, not 40% damage, but the resistance of the opponent, which is the cryo resistance, will decrease by 40%. So it will do more damage. Now let's use her E, and I did swirl, and now let's do her alt. See, it's doing about 14, yeah, 14k and 12k. 14k and 12k. It was all in front of your eyes how I increased the damage from 700 to 14k. Even though I don't have that much good artifacts, but still you can increase your damage to that level. First level up your character, next level up the talent which does the most damage. The next is if your character is main DPS, then you need to level up all their talents. For example, here is Arataki Ito. I need to level up all of his talents, main, Ushi, and even ultimate. All of his talents I need to level them up. In case of supports, you just need to level up one or two of their abilities. For example, for in case of Zhongli, his E is a must to level up. In case of Shangling, her Q, Bennett's Q, because it's the one that's buffing the team. Sucrose's E and Q, you get the point. And the next is uh, farming artifacts and leveling them up. You just don't need to min max it as much. As you can see, I haven't min maxed my artifacts. They are just decent at best. Just choosing the right set will increase your damage exponentially as it is, because let's say if I used Berserker instead of Noblesse, then my burst would have done more less damage, even though they are level up. So choose the right sets, for your character. 2-piece noblesse is always good for any support character because their burst will deal 20% more damage, and that's that. The next is weapons. Make sure your character has the right weapon. Don't use the beginner spike on channeling. Don't use a beginner spike on channeling. You can use this weapon, the catch, which you can get for free to R5 just by fishing. And if you don't want to fish, then you can also craft another weapon for her. Let me show you how to, craft weapons or where to go and craft weapons. If you say that, hey, I don't have any weapons, I have only 3-star weapons, I'll tell what 3-star weapons are good, but you can get 4-star weapons just by crafting them. Go to any blacksmith in Leeway, Mondstadt, or anywhere. I'd like something made, and as you can see, I can craft my weapons. I will suggest you to go for prototype star glitter, even though the crescent pike is I guess better for. But as you can see in my account, crescent pike is sitting just as just still because no one's using crescent pike. No one's using crescent pike. If I had prototype star glitter, then I would have used it on Rosaria, and it would have been useful at least. So for beginning, I would say you go for the crescent pike. And how to where to get the materials? You get these billets from fighting the bosses they give you. There is a chance of getting them and not getting them, so you're not guaranteed to get them, but you will get them. And for bows, you the other bow is not good, so you will have to craft only this one is good. It's really good. If you have Ganyu, then it's probably her second best bow. And I mean, free to play wise, the next let's say sword, you will get one for free when you reach AR 15 or 20 or something. You will get the prototype rancor for free, so that's that. You need these stones, farm these stones, and make the 4-star weapons of your choice and equip them to your characters. I guess it was all in front of you, so you know what to do. uh, I hope this video is not as boring as I am thinking it is, but still, if it helped you, then please like. And with that being said, bye.